So it was when Charlotte did. I didn't know it was a whole challenge. If I was doing everything she could to keep a smile on. Oh, yeah, jam, yeah. This is my favorite. This was my favorite moment in the whole this whole Destiny Clinic event when Charlotte was showing Fi how to do the dance and Fi was looking at her like, oh, okay, get it, baby. Like she was proud of them hips moving. The hips don't lie, like Shakira said. Shakira fell off. All right, now this is a little bit of an older one, a little older Englot, but I haven't had a lot of Englot content, and I'm just grateful that JamX been throwing some Englot content in there, so I'm about to throw this one at y'all. Charlotte didn't deny that she and Ingvar are lovers during Destiny Clinic, bitch. What? Lester? You have to get into Emmy and Bonnie. Look, I already got a video. Trust me, I'm already ahead of you. I already got an Emmy Bonnie video pulled off that I'm going to get into in my next live too. I just wanted to get caught up with like the Fayoko, Englot, and the Look Me and the Ling Orm stuff real quick. And then I'm going to get into everything else. Woo! Look at my babies. They look so soft this day too. Now this was right after Fa had found out that her friend and castmate had passed, y'all. So again, at this event, Fa was even telling us beforehand and during. She was like, look, y'all, normally I can put on a smile and I can, push through anything. She said, but I'm having a really hard time today. And everybody understood that. And I thought it was very sweet. You saw it. I thought it was very sweet the way that Charlotte compensated for Fa's lack of like energy and interactivity. She did, she carried the load. And Englot have done that for each other. And, they do that very well where when one of them is more reserved or going through something, the other one will step forward. They play off of each other very well and know when to be more forceful and when to be, the more stronger, more dominant personality and when to, fall back. They do that very well for each other. They look so beautiful. So, like I said, so soft. Just, such beautiful, beautiful queens. That little piece of skin showing on Charlotte's side just was doing everything, especially when she was doing the baby T challenge. Oof. Everything. Englot's voice or so angelic to see. Y'all, I want to get a tattoo when I go to Thailand. I'm not gonna tell y'all what it is that I'm gonna get, but I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna try to get a tattoo while I'm in Thailand. Because every time I go to a different country, I get a tattoo. That's like a thing. So I have to see how ambitious my project might. I might have to start it there and finish it here. I don't know. I'm telling you, bro. Like. I felt like, I do feel like, you said, Charlotte, please get up. What are you doing on the floor? Well, she was checking in. Fa is not somebody who's going to volunteer what she's going through or volunteer that she's not having a good day unless it's absolutely necessary. she's gonna always present, or at least try to present, I'm okay, I'm fine, I'm good. But it matters, and I'm glad that even though Fa kept telling Charlotte, I'm good, I'm okay, Charlotte kept checking in. I noticed that throughout this entire event, that Charlotte was like, whenever the cameras wasn't on them, or whenever they had like any kind of downtime or off time, like they were like off to the side, she was constantly checking in with Charlotte. Fa, constantly. You know what I mean? Charlotte's so aware of Fa all the time, making sure she's all right. She absolutely, Marie. And again, I always have to say this, because if you don't mention one half, the other half get upset. The fans get upset. But I think it's very obvious, and we know that Fa also does that for Charlotte as well. They read each other very well, which is why when both of them are in a bad mood, they can both tell. Either of them are in a bad mood, you know what I'm saying? They can tell, and they kind of like, give each other space. That's just the way they deal. Some people, when they notice their partner or their person is in a bad mood, they want to go in, they want to engage. Englot's not like that. Doesn't make them any worse or any better than any other couple. This is just the way that they engage with each other. And they're the type where they give each other space, but at the same time, too much space can, too much space is not necessarily good for them. So they have to be very careful about the amount of space they give each other, because too much distance between them can create a canyon. Just the right amount of distance can create healing. So they got to balance that. Look how she's looking at her. She was just... She looked so concerned about Fa. She looked like at any given time, Fa might have been like on the brink of tears or something. She was just like... She was very attentive to Fa. Very attentive throughout this entire ordeal. I know we're not counting nodding as a red thread. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Not nodding like that. Y'all can't count that as a red thread, bro. Come on, like they were responding to what somebody was saying. Look. Aww. This was them. They were trying to guess the gesture. Like they would say something like hungry, or like, love or sad or something like that, and then they would do a pose. Here we go. And then they had to guess to see which if they got it right, or they were doing the same pose. Oh man, Jam! I wish you had shown when Charlotte was showing Fa how to, maybe you will, when Charlotte was showing Fa how to do baby T, because the way Fa was looking at her, she was like, I know that's right. She got to be sad for a second. The dancer in Fado, she can pick up on moves so fast. I'd have been all over the place. She at least was a little bit delayed and a little behind, but she for the most part got it. I'd have been over here doing. I'd just started making up my own shit. Oh. Charlotte be moving that body like a damn snake, bro. I didn't even know it was a challenge. First time I ever saw it was, you saw her, she wanted to touch my waist. First time I saw it was when Charlotte did. I didn't know it was a whole challenge. Fa was doing everything she could to keep a smile on. Oh, yeah, Jam, yeah. This was my favorite moment in the whole this whole Destiny Clinic event, when Charlotte was showing Fa how to do the dance, and Fa was looking at her like, oh. Okay, get it, baby. Like she was proud of them hips moving. The hips don't lie, like Shakira said. Shakira fell off. Yeah, that move right there. That's the one where she had to look away. You had to look away, Fa. You had to look away, Fa. I get it. That's my favorite part too, Fa. That's my favorite part too, Fa. Fa had to look away. She's like, wait a minute, let me see. Now, what I think is awfully funny about that is before, where was Charlotte Songclaw? Was it Songclaw, y'all? Correct me if I'm wrong. with Rachel, Queen Rachel, and then Fa joined later. Charlotte originally posted that Baby T video. That was the same day Fa said, "Do you miss me?" And so I think it was funny that it seemed like, in hindsight, as a shipper, we assumed that she may have been posting that to, send a little tease to Fa. And then it's funny to watch Fa. It's funny to watch Fa watching her actually do the dance in front of her, because it's like, this was like the vibe that we got when she posted it. At least this is the vibe that most of the shippers got when she posted it originally anyway, that she was doing it to kind of tease Fa. And so it was just funny it was funny to see Fa actually react in real time to the dance that Charlotte had posted. It's just, The little arm grab. What you grabbing the arm for? What's funny about that? You just looking at the dance moves. Yeah, you laughing. You got nervous. Yeah. The LOL ain't gay. Look. LOL ain't gay. Nigga would have been hitting the name on stage. Oh, God. Let me whip. Let me whip. Let me whip. How you gonna learn to dance if you're looking away for? I know why you looked away. You had to compose yourself. She couldn't fully process it, right? Exactly. She couldn't fully process it. She said, "Wait a minute now." Oh, this was when the trailer, the teaser for Water was about to drop. That's when the teaser for Water was about to drop. She got so shy. Her big tree. Aww. So cute. I never seen them like each other's stories. Is there a reason behind that? Did they address anything? They only seem to like each other's posts when they have pictures together. So here's the thing. Let me real quick, if you're new here, let me tell you something. Early on, when Fa and Charlotte, aka Englot, first started communicating with each other, liking each other, following each other, being on each other's posts and pictures and different things of that nature, Fa has addressed this several times. I do think that there may have been some Charlotte fans, toxic Charlotte fans in the beginning that didn't want to see her with Fa. But the way that it's addressed constantly by Fa, it seems as if Fa said, and she did not seem as if she said this on her own show, Hello Fa, that her fans did not want her to be, not all of her fans, obviously, I'm not talking about them, but some of the toxic solo fans did not want to see her happy with Charlotte. So whenever Charlotte would comment or like or anything like that, she would literally get attacked. I'm not even joking. Charlotte would literally get attacked every time she commented or said anything, especially after, certain stories started to come out about her dating a guy or something like that. It was just all over the place, right? And especially, like I said, when they started to speculate about other people being involved in their situation on both sides, it got even worse. So to stall all that out, Fa and Charlotte just stopped. Like, every once in a while, they'll like each other's stuff and they'll make a comment, but they really just stopped liking and commenting on each other's stuff on Instagram because it became too toxic. It literally became too toxic, and that's the reason why. So it's been a rough time. It's been a rough going. So if you guys if you ever wonder why Englot doesn't interact with each other on social media the way that Ling Orm, Freen, Becky, or like Look Me and Sonia, or even Faya and Yoko used to be able to interact, it's because whenever they would interact with each other, their toxic solo fans would literally start to attack the other. Literally. So a lot of people, and this is the thing, this is why it's so funny to me how some people will judge Englot and judge the way that they act and the way that they are and don't have any clue what they've been through, what the fandom has been through, and they just think that we all toxic and weird and don't ever get along over here and that they really hate each other. And Englot don't hate each other, not at all, but they do a lot to protect. They do a lot to try to protect their social media spaces and just their relationship in general And they're also not like any other GL couple because they're very real. If they're having a fight or they're having an off day, they're gonna show it. They're not gonna put on an air for cameras and act like they're good just so that y'all have some good content to repost on Twitter. They don't give a shit about that. They will sit there the whole time. They will sit there for 2 hours straight and not look at each other, not talk to each other, sitting right next to each other. Yes, they will, because that's just who they are. They are real. They are authentic, and they're not gonna put on airs or put on a show or performance just to give the fans what they want. That's what, and it's a running joke that every time they do give us fan service, they literally make an announcement. That's not a joke. I'm not being facetious. They literally go, "Okay, guys, we're about to do fan service," and it's always terrible. We in the Englot fandom don't. We are probably the only fandom that will openly beg our GL couple or our ship, because they're not a GL couple, our ship, to not do fan service, because for what? It's not servicing the fans at all. We would much rather y'all just continue to do what y'all do, which is be real and authentic. And that's what they do. That was so, that moment right there was so sweet when she laughed and the way Fa looked back at her. Like, I was like, oh. I think this is the moment where I feel like, in this moment, that's why I said I feel like in that moment Fa forgot to be sad, because she went directly to the funeral after this event, if I'm not mistaken. I think I have that correct. She went, or it was like literally, it was like the same day right after this event, or like the very next day, something like that. But I think it was the same day she went to that event, or she went to this event after the funeral. I can't remember which way it was. I can't remember if she went to the funeral first and then this, or if she went to this first and then went to the funeral. But either way, she had to go to the funeral the same day she had to do this. And like I said, I know that her mind was elsewhere and she was, not in the greatest space. And in this moment, in this particular moment, this specific moment, it felt like she forgot to be sad for just a brief second. And I thought that was so special that Charlotte could give her that. Like, she genuinely smiled. Like, look how she looked at her. She genuinely. Yeah, oh yeah, and Fa pinned this event on her Instagram. Not only did she pin this event on her Instagram, Fa has had the first two pinned posts on her Instagram have been pinned there for over a year. She changed and they were both solo events, except, well, one was the music video she did and the other one was a solo event. She changed the both of them to Englot specific events. The Destiny Clinic one, right? This one right here. And then the one where she wore the black suit with the slick back hair. And we know why that was significant. You get what I'm saying? Because we know that suit, because like I said, I love Fa in that suit. She looked good in that suit, but I think she looked better in the red suit that she wore. You know what I'm saying? The all red joint. I like that one better. But she pinned this one. She said, "You gonna see this?" She said, "You gonna see this goddamn." She gonna make sure. She gonna remind Charlotte. And y'all ever notice that every time let me not say every time. I have noticed, and I want y'all to go back and pay attention to every time. Okay, not every time, but I want y'all to go back and pay attention to a lot of the times in the past where Englot seemed like they had a little tiff, and then it seemed like they made up. Fa has a signature song, it seems. Whenever her and Charlotte go through like a weird moment, and then they make up. And it's this song right here. Hold up. Every single time. Let me not say every single time. But most of the time, whenever her and Charlotte have had some kind of like small little tiff, or it seems like they had something going on, and they make up. Go back and pay attention. It's either when they go out of town. It's either when Fa and Charlotte go out of town, or right after they seemingly made up. It's either when they go out of town together, or when they seemingly have made up. Go and peep. Go see if you can recall the last few. And it just dawned on me when she posted this shit today. When she made that post today, I went back and I started thinking about all the times that she has posted. I was like, damn, she loved that song. But then I started thinking about, I said, she always seems to post that song in reference to Charlotte. Or when it seems like she's going through something with Charlotte. And then they seem to get back on the right space. Get back in the right space. Could be a reach. It's true. I've done it in the past, but I don't know. You see that? And it's these little small things like this. Like I said, Charlotte was overly attentive and overly affectionate and overly touchy on Fa this day. And I think, again, it's because she knew that Fa was going to have to go to the funeral directly after. And she was so concerned about her. It was in these little moments that, you really just saw how doting Charlotte is on Fa, because we always talk about how Fa dotes on Charlotte and how she goes out of her way to make Charlotte comfortable and create a space and a safe space for Charlotte. But let's also highlight the fact that Charlotte was going out of her way to be extremely kind to Fa. That's why I think she posted that tweet where she was like, I'm saving my kindness for people who appreciate it. She was in her feelings. They'll be all right. She's tweeted way worse. But I feel like she may have been feeling a little underappreciated because she did seem like she was going out of her way to try to make Fa feel better. And so, but she didn't understand that Fa wasn't pulling away from her. Fa was just pulling inside of herself so that she could process and deal and heal. And then she was going to open back up. But again, Charlotte having had to deal, and she's spoken about this in her own words, she's dealt with rejection, trauma. And she loves Fa dearly. So if she's going out of her way for Fa, and it seems like, because that wasn't the case, but if it seems like Fa is not appreciating what Charlotte is doing, that self-defense kicks in, and she goes, I'm not gonna let you reject me. I'm not gonna let you push me away. I'm gonna push you away first. And I think that's when we start to see them kind of get into that tug of war of egos and pushing and pulling and stuff. You know what I mean? But yeah, Charlotte was Fa's big tree this day. I agree, Denise. I agree. So I agree wholeheartedly. And you see right there, it was like Fa wanted to give her hand. Right there. Oh God, that's what this moment. And I mentioned this. I swear to God, they wanted to hold hands. I really wish that Jams, like I really wish that subtitle box wasn't in the way, and I wish that she showed that full clip, really showed it, because in this moment you can really see, like when Charlotte reached for Fa's arm, Fa seemed like she wanted to give Charlotte her hand, and Charlotte seemed like she wanted to take her hand, but again, it's like they remember where they were. It was very subtle, but it was very obvious at the same time too. And if you know them, you know their gestures. If you've been watching them long enough, this moment got me too. Watch this. If Jam shows the whole clip.
โอเคเดี๋ยวขออนุญาตน้องอินฟ้าน้องชาลอตนะ
Did you see it?
โอเคเดี๋ยวขออนุญาตน้อง
Did you see it?
โอเค
You see how she had like a relaxed grip while they were posing for the picture? And then right before she knew she was going to have to let her go, she flattened her hand so she could make full contact and then drug her hand across her. That is her stink butt. That's her stink butt. That's her stink butt. Y'all worried about Fa grabbing on leg and her thigh and shit. You know why Fa feels comfortable doing that in front of or in front of the fans with because is her sister. Is her sister. She would do the same thing to Nudie. She would do the same thing to Shampoo, and she would do the same thing to P Dad. But with Charlotte, she goes out of her way to be subtle with her touches. Why? Like, she goes out of her way to touch Charlotte, but she also goes out of her way to be subtle with her touches.
ดี๋ยวขออนุญาตน้องอิงฟ้าน้องชาลอตนะ
The hand placement is really placing it. Exactly.
จริงๆก็อยากไปทำสวยด้วยกันค่ะถ้า Destiny Clinic นะคะกรุณา
My baby girl always trying to, that's right, baby. My baby always trying to get them booked. She said, actually, we want to have a skin pamper together too. If only Destiny Clinic would let us go together, we highly appreciate that. And this is why Englot, they are top sellers. The way that Charlotte took the initiative and was like, yo, I'm going to pitch us as y'all's ambassadors. And if I picked up what her girl was putting down and said, you know what, you goddamn right, baby. And she jumped on that joint and started selling them too. They work like Englot will not, bro, a well-oiled machine, dog. I know Boss know what. Oh, God. If Juan was as smart, and I know I can't believe I'm saying this, if Juan was as smart as Boss know what, she would have the same star power level in Fayoko. She would have had that. Dummy! Dummy! Boss know what? I'll tell you what, like I said, I got a love-hate with that man, but when I tell you, you can't never accuse him of being stupid. You can't never accuse him of being stupid. When he found these two, their chemistry, their ability to sell, their way their talents and their gifts feed off of each other and they make each other better, iron sharper than iron, their natural love and consideration for each other. Like, oh my God. He saw that and was like, ching, ching. He tried to overly control it, and when he realized that was going to be detrimental to the ching ching, he said, never mind, do your thing. Long as I get the ching ching. That's why to this day, bro, I got to assume that whatever Juan got going on, it's got to be personal, because bitch can't be thinking about money. She can't be thinking about the bottom line, dog. She cannot be thinking about the bottom line, and as soon as she drop fire, here come Boss Nawat and Ing Fi and everybody else to scoop her up. Like, almost like they was like, thank God. It's I told y'all dead ass, it's like she had a classic Porsche, but because it was old and dusty and had a little bit of body and needed some body work, she didn't realize that it was a classic car. She did not realize that what she had was priceless. And you can have a garage full of new shit and it won't compare to the classic. Boss Nawat was like, give me my queen back. You don't know what to fucking do with her. He was like, you don't know how to treat a queen. Give her back. Give her back. Boss Nawat, say what you want. We don't watch him put Englot through a lot. I'm not negating that. However, the man knows how to make queens and keep queens. He do. Be mad about it. But when it came to the bottom line and when it came to making him money and them money, Boss Nawat said, I'm clocked in. I don't give a damn what my personal feelings may be. So I have to assume that old girl just didn't want to make money. Have to assume that old girl just wanted to control some folks. And if I was like, bitch, you ain't controlling shit around here. Because everybody, Fa can see it, Nawat can see it. Everybody saw it, bruh. Like I said, say what you want, but that man knows how to treat these two women when it comes to putting them out there. And I know we may want for them to have more opportunities and different things of that nature. Again, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Let them figure it out. If Charlotte renewed her contract, it must have been for a reason. She must feel like she may want more work, but at the same time, she also must be feeling like she's gainfully employed if she re-upped. Hear me out. I see the prompts, and I'm in agreement with all y'all about asking for more work for Charlotte. But at the same time, y'all also have to respect the choice that she made to sign up. See what I'm saying? So I want more work for Charlotte too, and I'm certain Charlotte wants more work as well. But at the same time, Charlotte must be relatively happy in the situation she's in if she re-upped. So, and I don't think she's ready to stop working with Fa. And I don't blame her. Look, she told me something. Fa told me something. Look, see, Fa picked right up on it. She was like, "Yep, we still available for presenter jobs." I know that's right. You better get that bag. Get that. Look at them both. Look at them both. That's right, Englot. Get your bag. Talk to the exec. She said, look at our photos here. It's quite suitable. I know that's right. Charlotte said, look at our photos right here. She said, don't we look good next to your product and your name? Shit. Look.
คือเดสตินีสุด
ถูกต้องค่ะก็ชื่อฟ้า represent ความแบบความ
The name
สว่าง
Fire represents blue and brightness, whereas my white dress embodies glowness.
เขาเรียกว่าความสว่าง
Yo, Charlotte, listen to this girl. She's coming off the cuff with this. She is right. He was like, well, y'all, the way y'all dress do seem to fit the theme. And Charlotte was like, exactly. She said, the name Fire represents blue and brightness, whereas my white dress embodies glowness. It's just suitable. Shorty keeps proving why she the #1 seller in Thailand. She ain't even got to, yeah, and Miss Shareholder ain't got to work no more. Right. Come on now. Let's really talk about it. Especially she the 4th largest shareholder in MGT/MUT. And they just did the Miss Universe merge, bro. Shorty is, she's doing all right. She's doing all right.
สวยละกันเหมาะสมนะคะ
Charlotte know how to sell herself, bro. She know how to sell them. She knows how to sell Englot. She can sell anything. She can sell ice to an igloo, water to a fish. Our Englot real girlfriends. Look, look, look. Now, I got 2 theories as to why all of a sudden they have started answering this question as, instead of being like, we're Pinong, we're Pisao, or, you know, that's my Pisao, Nong Sao, instead of being like, you know, that's my partner, leave it to the fans to decide. Now, again, here are my 2 theories. Saying leave it to the fans to decide is, look, we've told them a million times that we're just Pinong. They don't want to believe us. They keep assuming that we're more than that. So we'll just leave it for the fans to decide. That's theory number 1. Maybe the more logical theory. And playing devil's advocate, I'm going to lean into that's probably why she said it like that. She was like, bro, we tired of telling them that we just Pinong. So we going to leave it for them to decide. The other option would be that they trying again. I'm gonna use their words. I ain't gonna put no labels on. I'm not gonna. They trying again. And so they just like, you know, they say we're not gonna deny it because they have always told us that they wouldn't necessarily lie, but they did say that if they did lie about their relationship, then it would just be to protect it. So I don't know. Y'all can sit there and play with that how you want to play with that. I don't know. I don't even know, dog. I'm on option 1, but I do think they are trying to be together. Charlotte said the answer's up to the fans to decide. Does that mean that the fans think? Come on, right? The fans gonna say y'all go together. We already know what the fans are gonna say. The fans are gonna say you go together. So